Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Julie from Living Large on Lifetime, and today it's time for part 2 of Ask Me Anything. Thanks so much to everyone who participated. If you did not see the first Ask Me Anything, I will link the video down below so you can watch that one too. Just a little fun video about me, my life, what's happening, WW, all kinds of good stuff. So I have some more questions to answer for you guys. I'm gonna dive right in. Number 1. The first question comes from Priscilla Strong. She says, thank you for sharing. I agree with you. Mental health had a major impact on us, and that can also be our weight as well. Prayers that 2019 will be a better year for you. If you do a part 2, I was wondering if you still plan to go to school. You mentioned in an earlier video that you were going back. Yes, I'm so excited. So school officially starts on February 22nd. I am going back to get my paralegal certificate. I'm only taking 2 classes a semester. I really have a problem with taking on too much and then I overwhelm myself. So I figured that 2 classes a semester plus a full-time job plus a part-time job is plenty. So that's all I'm doing is 2 classes. I'm starting with business law and intro to paralegal studies. So I'm super excited. It's probably going to take me maybe probably 3 years to get a paralegal certificate, but that's okay because I'm working with Disney and they actually will reimburse me for the tuition. So in that case, why not, right? Why say no? It's definitely worth it to go back and get my paralegal certificate. So I'm very excited about that. Officially starting on February 22nd. My Mondays are going to be gone and my Fridays are going to be gone because basically I'll work all day and then school on Monday and Friday is from 6 to 9 p.m. 6 to like 9:10. So that's the scoop on school. Thanks for asking. Fleur MP wants to know, she says, Happy New Year, wishing you a fantastic 2019. Question. What advice do you have for setting flexible exercise goals? I have a very all or nothing personality, so do I. My plans grind to a halt when I don't do things perfectly. The best advice I could give to you, Fleur, is the same advice that I got from Fat Dag, which is set an attendance goal and not a performance goal. Decide how many days per week you actually want to work out and just show up for the workout. Stop telling yourself that you have to run 10 miles every time you work out, or you have to do this perfectly, or you have to do that perfectly. Just set an attendance goal. Tell yourself you just need to be there. Just get to the gym. Just get out for that walk and then do what feels comfortable for that day. It's going to change every day. Some days I do feel like running 10 miles. Most days I don't. So I'm not going to beat myself up for not being better or faster every single time I go out. But just to get a really regular, consistent pattern going is the healthiest thing you can do for your exercise program. So think about it. If you want to exercise or do some sort of movement all 7 days of the week, then show up and do something every 7 days of the week. If you just want to work out 4 or 5 days of the week, then just make a commitment, tell yourself which days you're going, and just show up. If you get to the gym or you get started on your walk and you only feel like walking half a mile, do half a mile. If that's all you can handle for that day for whatever reason, then at least you got there, at least you did it, and you're in the game. So that is my best advice to you, and that comes directly from Fat Dag. Okay, Sarah Callahan says, rock on, thanks for sharing. I haven't really told anyone. Can I tell this, Sarah? I hope so because you posted it in public. I haven't really told anyone because I'm a very private person. This is amazing. But I lost 100 pounds last year on WW, and you were an important part of my journey. That's amazing, Sarah. I love that. I have about 50 to go, so let's get this party started. Also, tips for getting more water into my routine would be helpful. Remember, 1 day at a time. That is so true, Sarah. Just 1 day at a time. That's what I'm working on right now also for a lot of different things in my life. 1 day at a time. As for water, I am not a huge water fan. So my best tip for getting in extra water and sufficient fluid is to drink something you enjoy. Now, I don't mean to drink your points. So I'm not talking about sugary drinks or alcohol drinks, but drink something that tastes good to you. If plain water does not taste good, there are a million water enhancers on the market right now that add 0 calories, 0 points, and make water taste so much better. There's one, I haven't even tried it, but I have it in my cabinet. It's a water enhancer that is root beer flavor. And that just sounds weird to me because root beer without carbonation, I don't know. I haven't tried it. It kind of throws me off a little. My favorite way to drink water or fluid is sparkling water or seltzer water. So I don't like the artificially flavored sparkling water. What I'm into now is the very, very lightly, very mild flavored seltzer water. I love it so much. I love it because of the bubbles. The bubbles kind of help fill me up, and they've helped make the water kind of seem more substantial, and it just tastes good. When I first tasted it, it was like so lightly flavored. I was like, this is not good. And now when I taste the artificially sweetened drinks, it's too much. It's way too much. So I'm really, really loving seltzer water. But like I said, try something that you like. If you like sugar-free Kool-Aid, add it to your water. If you like sugar-free lemonade, add it to your water. If you like tea, go with tea. Try to find a beverage that is 0 points that you actually enjoy drinking, and then make an effort to get in 1 or 2 more cups per day. Just start increasing gradually. That's my best advice to you. Okay, Rosie Miro says, you don't walk to your Saturday meetings anymore. I know you recently moved. Do you still work that meeting? How are you enjoying your Sunday afternoon meetings, and are your numbers growing? You're right, I don't walk to Saturday evening Saturday morning meetings anymore, and that is because I moved. Actually, before I moved, we ended up having 2 cars in the family, so I was able to take a car and Eddie took a car. So I haven't been walking to that meeting for a while. I do still work that meeting though. I am a WW guide at the Saturday morning meeting, and I love it. I've been doing it for almost 2 years now. Love the members. Before I was a guide at that meeting, that was my regular meeting. So I am very partial to this meeting, and I love everyone in it. As for the Sunday afternoon meetings, they're still going a little slow. I actually have 2 more meetings to do on Sunday, and then we're switching the time to a very early morning weekday meeting to see if we can generate more interest in that. It's probably still going to be in Pasadena, and it's probably going to be about 7 o'clock in the morning, probably on Wednesday, but I don't have any of these details finalized yet. I do appreciate that my leader is trying to maintain a permanent meeting for me. And I'm just super grateful for all of the experience that having this Sunday afternoon meeting has given me, because I know that I can coach a meeting with like 2 people, and I can coach a meeting with 40 people. So, which if you're a coach, Lisa, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a huge difference talking and coaching with people in a very small group, or even in a very large group who doesn't speak. So I feel very, very comfortable that I can coach both kinds of scenarios now. So I'm super grateful for that. But one day very soon, I'm going to be waking up early in the morning for a workshop. Okay, Jill Kennedy says, is it true that WW pass holders only have to weigh in once a month? I think that is interesting, since my aim is to lose and the weekly weighing is keeping me accountable. I think that I will continue with weekly. You know what, you're right. We have this thing called a no weigh-in. If for whatever reason you've had a rough week and you don't want to see the number on the scale, it happens sometimes. If it's just going to be too overwhelming for you and you don't want to see it, you can absolutely do a no weigh-in. You can do 2 no weigh-ins in a row, 2 weeks in a row. We do encourage you to weigh in at least once per month, just so that we know so that you know kind of where you're at, how's it going, adjust the program if you need to. So at least once a month. But you're right, most people do weigh in every single week. It's very rare for someone to do a no weigh-in, but that is an option for you if you have a bad week. So, and nobody bats an eye. We do no weigh-in and we move on. Okay? Linda H has a 1-word question, and it is dating. Linda, you know what? Actually, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to jinx myself, but I am actually dating. I am seeing one person. I am like a one person at a time kind of girl. So it's going well. Again, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to jinx it, but I am doing well and I am happy right now. So thank you for asking. Denise Walker, do you think you will move closer to your children one day? I cannot tolerate the cold. I grew up in Idaho, but going back at Christmas showed me again that I literally cannot physically tolerate the cold. I have a condition, and I can't remember what it's called, but I know that other people have it as well, where when I get too cold, it literally hurts down in my bones. So it's a very painful cold. It's literally physically painful for me to be cold. So I could not live in Idaho, unfortunately, again. I love Idaho in the summer and the spring and the fall, it's not bad, but I just cannot take the winter. So unfortunately, unless my kids decide to move closer to me, then we're probably not ever gonna live that close. And for some strange reason, they both love Idaho. So I think it's because they grew up there as kids, and so they have really fond memories of Idaho. So it's okay though, because I do visit them at least once a year. Sometimes I'm lucky enough to go twice, but I really wish I could see them more, but I love them so much, and they're doing really well on their own in Idaho. So that is good. Courtney Sheldon says, ask me anything question. What do you miss about living in Idaho? If you could move Disney to Idaho, because I know you love your job, would you, or do you love California more? You know what, based on the question that I just answered with the climate, that's my biggest problem with Idaho, is that I just cannot take the cold. My biggest problem with California, I love California. I love that there's so much to do. I love the food diversity. I love the cultural diversity. I love so much about California. There's so much to do, and so much of it is free and just entertaining. There's a lot to do here. The one thing I really don't like about California, and I'm over it, is just the go, 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 the constant pace of California. It's like we can never slow down. And part of the reason is because we drive so far, we go from place to place. We're in the car a lot, a lot. I am so thankful that I now live literally 5 minutes away from my work. I feel like I've been given a gift of 2 hours of my day back every single day. But if I want to go somewhere and do something fun or visit someone, then I'm in the same boat. I'm driving, driving, driving. So it just does feel like in California, for me, and I guess maybe a part of it is the way I choose to live my life, and I actually do like getting out and doing things, and that means I'm literally go, 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 go. So at some point I would like to retire someplace quieter or find a way to make my life quieter. I don't know if that can happen in California, but that's probably years down the road. So I'm gonna be a fast-paced Californian for a while. So I probably would not move Disney to Idaho, because I just wouldn't want to be in that cold. I do love my job though. D. Harris says, the pizza looked good, so good. What made you want to start YouTube? And Michelle Zerber says, I was wondering that myself, since you're shy, where did you get the confidence? I've been asked several times to start a channel. It's in the back of my mind, but I don't think I can. So since this question has been asked, Dee Harris actually started her own channel. She is at Skinny Jeans for Lifetime. So congratulations, Dee. That's a huge decision and a huge effort, and I'm so proud of you. Michelle, you could absolutely do it too. I am technically very shy. If you meet me in person and I haven't had a drink, I'm very shy. But I've learned to grow out of that. As a teenager and as a young adult, I was painfully shy. Life circumstances and a lot of my jobs have taught me a lot of skills to not necessarily be that shy. So I know that when I need to come out of my shell, that I can, and I can carry on a conversation, and I just have the people skills now to be able to do that. But the reason that I wanted to start a channel, a YouTube channel, is because I am just so passionate about WW. I love everything that it has to offer. I would actually watch YouTubers in my early days, WW YouTubers, and I was like, I could do that. I could totally do that. I could pass along my knowledge. I could pass along my enthusiasm. I could show people how to do this. I could share with them. I could help them. I can totally do this, and I'm so passionate about WW that I want to do this. So I did. It's been, I think it's been 2 full years since I have been vlogging almost every single day. It's very time consuming, to say the least, but I still feel so passionate about WW and sharing the WW love with everyone that it's still one of my favorite things to do. And I cannot tell you how many friends, real friends, that I have met through this YouTube channel, not just online friends. I've met so many of you guys in person, and a lot of us are just super besties right now. So I so appreciate the friendships that I've made through this YouTube channel. So that's basically, I just really wanted to share the WW love, and I was like, you know, other people can get out of their comfort zone and do it. I can do it too. So I did. Okay, last question, Susan Marie. Can you do a video or talk about it in another video on your hair care? Your hair is looking amazing these days. Thank you so much. I feel like I loved my hair when I first got it colored a month ago, but as soon as I start to see roots, I'm like, kind of over it. But I do one thing that probably was really good for my hair is that I cut quite a bit off. Because I color my hair and I do use bleach and toner, it's not always the healthiest. So keeping my hair shorter is probably actually healthier for my hair. As far as products, I use very, very little product in my hair because I really prefer to just have it. I don't like feeling like there's product in my hair. So I really basically just use shampoo and conditioner. I'm using right now this Joico Blonde Life. And I really only use Joico because we have a family member who still works for Joico, and she sends me oodles of Joico supplies. So I'm super grateful for that. I haven't actually bought shampoo and conditioner for eons, so I'm very, very thankful for her. So I have just the Blonde Life conditioner and shampoo that I use, and it's very light. And then occasionally I will use one other product on my hair, and that is this. Because my hair is so processed, sometimes I just need a nice oil to smooth it out and rehydrate it and just kind of nourish it. So occasionally I use this argan oil from Morocco, and I just use it once my hair is dry. I smooth it on, and it just calms things down, makes it look a little better. So really that's like all the hair products that I use. Occasionally I will use a hair mask that I get from Ipsy or from Boxy Charm, but that's pretty much it. I think the most important thing that I do to care for my hair is that I don't blow dry my hair, hardly ever. So what I have to do is I have to shower in the evening and let my hair dry overnight, and then style it in the morning. So I do use a hair straightener. I know that's pretty harsh on your hair, but I try to never really blow dry it. And then I also don't wash my hair every day because that's really hard on your hair. It's very drying. So I try to go 2 to 3 days between washings so that I can let my hair release its natural oils and not be so dry. So that's my hair care. Nothing special about that, but thank you for the compliment. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching again. Thank you for watching my channel in general. I know my life is not super exciting right now, but I do appreciate that all of you follow me. And if you have any other questions that I did not answer, please let me know down below. I'd be happy to talk with you about it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.